In today's video, I'm going to tell you why Liverpool lost to Real Madrid, and I'm going to give you 5 reasons why. Hello, welcome back to Matt Talks Football, the home of the best football content on YouTube. Do not disagree with me, because if you do, I'll be disappointed. So today I'm going to be giving you 5 reasons why Liverpool lost to Real Madrid, because if we're quite honest with ourselves, if we'll be quite frank, then we just got completely outplayed. Real Madrid come out firing, and I can't believe it, because I went into the game thinking this is a genuine great chance for Liverpool to pick up a result, you know, to recover what has been a disastrous league season for us. And I honestly thought Real Madrid, in the situation that they're in now, where they're going through a bit of a transition period, they've got a lot of older players and they've got quite a few younger players coming through, and they're trying to get that right mix. And in the game, they just happen to get it right. Of course they do. It's a Champions League. It's what they're made to do. And Liverpool struggled in many areas. I'm going to give you 5 reasons why Real Madrid beat Liverpool in the Champions League. Reason number 1, Liverpool lost the midfield battle. The trio of Casemiro, Luka Modric and Toni Kroos absolutely outperformed, outplayed and dominated the midfield three of Liverpool. Fabinho, Wijnaldum and Keita couldn't get close to this trio. Even when we brought Diogo on, it kind of assured the performance in the middle three for Liverpool, but they were absolutely dominated. Toni Kroos was incredible. His delivery of the ball, he was given way too much space and time on the ball. He was able to pick the ball up in between the centre backs and ping it left, right and centre. And he constantly used the high defensive line of Liverpool to exploit it. And Luka Modric looked ageless. He looked like he was in his prime. His ball retention and passing ability was second to none. He was absolutely incredible. And then Casemiro, wow, what a great performance by a ball-winning midfielder. If you look to be a CDM going forward as a footballer, look at Casemiro's performance. He was constantly winning that ball back and feeding the likes of Luka Modric and Toni Kroos. And Wijnaldum, Keita and Fabinho were having a nightmare in the first half. And then when obviously Diogo come on, we looked a little bit better, but you know, kudos to the midfield three of Real Madrid. They were absolutely incredible, and that was a key battle that Liverpool needed to win to get a result, and we completely lost it. Reason number 2, basic mistakes. How many times have we got to go there, boys? Liverpool defensively, it's just not happening this season. Basic mistakes lead to costly errors every single freaking time. We can pick out certain names like Trent Alexander-Arnold. He had a nightmare defensively with Vincius Junior, exploiting the gaps behind him. Kabak could have done better with the pass back to Alisson, in which he was mistimed, and then he got through and were lucky they didn't score that. The centre-backs have got to do better when Toni Kroos pinged the ball over, and then they've got to do better with balls coming over the top, and then Alisson has to do better with the third goal. He has to get down better, and for Alisson, I know he's going through a lot of personal issues, but he's struggling this season. There's been quite a few errors from Alisson, and for Liverpool to get back into this game and to win the tie, they have to cut out of these basic errors, because it's really starting to piss me off, because Liverpool are better than that. Number 3, exploiting Liverpool's biggest weakness. I don't know what to say about this. I am a big admirer of Trent Alexander-Arnold, but he had a nightmare, especially in that first half, and Toni Kroos was having a field day with him. Vincius Junior was also absolutely loving playing down that left wing against Trent. He was causing all sorts of problems. He was picking up pockets of space left, right and centre. Trent was constantly out of position because he was attacking so much. The high defensive line let Toni Kroos whip the ball in and was causing the biggest weakness for Liverpool, and that is down the avenue of Trent Alexander-Arnold. It is a constant issue that Liverpool face this season, and teams have been exploiting it all season, and we're still not addressing it. We're still struggling. And Trent Alexander-Arnold, unfortunately, defensively, is Liverpool's biggest weakness, and Real Madrid just perfectly exploited it. Reason number 4, a lack of leadership. When you're struggling in a Champions League tie, or any game for that matter, you need leaders on the pitch to kind of pick you up by the scruff of your neck and go, boys, we just need to be composed. We need to take this pressure. We need to sit there, let it soak in, and then hit them on a counter. We had none of that. We went into the second half 2-0 down, and we just went all out for it. And I understand why we did it, because we need the goals, and we ended up scoring a goal. It was quite lucky to get the ball into Salah, and Salah did pull it away, but the game was so open. As the game progressed, we just showed desperation. When we especially went 3-1 down, we were just so desperate to get another goal, and we were creating spaces left, right and centre, and we were very, very, very lucky that Real Madrid didn't go 4-1 up, because we were just lacking that leadership, lacking that composure, lacking the pressure got to us. And we need them leaders on the pitch, the people like Virgil van Dijk, the people like Jordan Henderson, someone like Steven Gerrard kind of ability to go, lads, come on, we're playing a Real Madrid, a very talented Real Madrid team here. Let's just sit there, be structured and perform. And we just couldn't do that. And reason number 5 is Jurgen Klopp got it wrong tactically. He doesn't get it wrong often, but when he does get exploited. We played a high defensive line against a team like Real Madrid with Toni Kroos and Luka Modric in the team. If you're going to play a high defensive line, you can't give people who can pass the bloody ball space. And we did. We gave them space. And that was the biggest problem. We had a high defensive line with a lack of pressure in that midfield trio battle. And Toni Kroos and Luka Modric had a field day with their passing range. They constantly got in behind us. They constantly found pockets of space for their players. And Liverpool's tactics, especially being so high line, we were just exploited. Not only that, the midfield trio of Keita, Fabinho and Wijnaldum just couldn't compete. I don't think that's necessarily Jurgen Klopp's fault. I think the performances from the midfield trio in the first half were just bad. But bringing on Diogo Alcantara obviously made a little bit of a difference. But maybe we should have gone with Diogo at the beginning and trying to keep hold of the ball a little bit better than we did in the first half. Then you've got to talk about Trent Alexander-Arnold is a constant weakness for us, like I've already mentioned. And Jurgen Klopp played him at right back, and he was pretty much playing right winger with Mo Salah. He was so far up the pitch, and then pockets of space for Kabak and Phillips to cover. They're just not quick enough. They're not good enough to be able to defend that sort of attack from Vincius Junior. We didn't pressure high enough. We kind of allowed them to get the pockets of space. We did better in the second half in terms of pressure, but it still just wasn't enough. And then obviously bringing on Firmino and Shaqiri in the last 10 minutes were just not enough. We kind of went direct, but we've got people like Jota, Mane, Salah with the direct balls, and then Firmino and Shaqiri coming on. They're still both very small players. We haven't got any big players to win the ball in the air. So just Jurgen Klopp got it wrong. It happens. And he's got it wrong before, and we've come back bigger, better and stronger, especially in the second leg. Look at Barcelona in the first leg. We were outperformed, outclassed, and Jurgen Klopp got it wrong then, and we went into the second leg and won 4-0. For as good as Real Madrid were, I'm not taking anything away from them. They were incredible. They performed on the biggest stage of them all, which we would expect them to do. They're Real Madrid. They're the most successful club in the competition. But Liverpool have got themselves to blame quite a lot, and we were lucky to get the away goal, which is important for Liverpool, but we just didn't perform on the day. And sometimes these things happen, and it's not to take it too much, it's not to read into it too much. Jurgen Klopp knows the mistakes that we made. He will sure to be addressing them in the next time. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can go in with the same mentality we did against Barcelona and win the tie. It's going to be a big ask. Real Madrid are not an easy team to brush over, but if we could beat Barcelona a couple of years ago, we can then beat Real Madrid this year. So fingers crossed it can happen. And guys, let me know in the comment section down below. Give me the reasons why you think Liverpool lost against Real Madrid. Was it just Real Madrid are just simply better? Are they just simply the more better team than Liverpool, and that's why they won? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also, hit the subscribe button if you're new around here. That does help my channel out, and we love talking about football and debating football. So if you like that sort of stuff, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.